All right, welcome back my way again. Um, this is GBP and this is a weekly time frame. And I've been saying that one of the things you want to be looking at higher time frames are old highs, old lows, fair value gaps, as those are the those are the things price gyrates towards. The things price travel towards. So in this case today, price traveled towards the old high, which I'll call the buy stop or the buy side liquidity, just as ICT has mentioned, as taught us. So I'm actually figuring this out on a higher time frame analysis, and this on a weekly chart. So I just want to show us a very little small setup, and then we'll move on. So on the daily time frame, we will see the area of the stop point. Yes, there, and a larger fair value gap highlighted as follows. And then let me increase this one a little so that we can appreciate what's happening here. Now, if this market was supposed to go higher, this fair value gap here that I marked as inversion fair value gap, that's the fair value gap between this large red candle and this kind of like indecisive candle here. Let me say pin bar and this large green candle. The fair value gap between it that was violated by this large bearish candle is what I call an inversion fair value gap. That is what ICT calls it. Why this one that is being formed by this large red candle is what we call the fair value gap, and I've highlighted them with the boxes. The longer one is the inversion fair value gap. This shorter one here is the fair value gap. So after price had hit the higher time frame old high, it broke through this inversion fair value gap. In this kind of cases, I love it. It is very signifying to me that it is willing to drop lower. It is willing to drop lower. And this fair value gap that is being formed here also tells me something similar. So our expectation is for price to retrace into this fair value gap, inversion fair value gap, before breaking lower eventually into this fair value gap, just to balance it into this lower fair value gap here. So for someone like me, I love trading of retracement. I may have missed this move or I took a stop loss around it, but I would love to, can I buy this retracement higher? What are the things that will give you confirmation that has already given me a confirmation already? But what are the things that will give you confirmation that, okay, this market will be willing to go into this fair value gap? And part of those stuff is what I'm going to be showing now, just so you can understand the whole concept. Now, because it is a daily time frame, we want to take note of this stop ons that happen. So before price will rally higher, you want to see stop ons like that on the sell side liquidity. So on a day you're expecting that price should be bullish, you want to check and anticipate a stop on. just as it is seen here on the daily time frame. So that's one of the tips I'm giving that ICT has pointed out, and is something of interest that you may want to go and check. Okay, let's go to the 4-hour time frame just to show something there. Now this 4-hour time frame, and something interesting that you should take note of. So after the price had entered into this stop point area on the weekly time frame, it broke down. These are the inversion fair value gaps, and the fair value gaps I have actually highlighted earlier. And then for me, when I'm expecting a retracement into areas like this in the market, part of what I'll be looking for price to do, now suppose, is I'm looking for two things. Number one, I'm looking for old lows. I want price to enter into an old low and then take it as a form of liquidity, then reverse, or price should enter into fair value gaps, just as this one here, enter into it and then what? Reverse. So I had already marked this fair value gap, seeing it, and I was expecting that price will enter into it and then begin the reversal higher into this larger place. That was my expectation for today. And then what happened? Let's go on into this 4-hour time frame. I'll show you what I was looking for in this time frame here, a fair value gap. And that was aside from the daily stop point I showed earlier, everything pointing upwards. But then before we could take this trade, there should be some other confirmation that will help us. So let's go to 1 hour to check what would have helped us in this trade. Now this is 1 hour time frame, and that was the 4 hours fair value gap. The 4 hours fair value gap I actually had to make it this way so that we'll understand it. And this is the 4 hours fair value gap low. Now you will see that after price had already reacted, enter into the fair value gap very well, the 4 hours fair value gap, there was something that happened here which I want to also draw our attention to, is the formation of this small fair value gap that was violated by price higher. This is a 1 hour time frame, and these are things that I actually look for also in the market. Is that I see a break of market structure, or I see the invalidation of a fair value gap. Once I see that, even if I have not seen a break of market structure on 1 hour time frame, that's part of what gives me confirmation aside from a break of market structure on 1 hour. So having seen this fair value gap invalidated, what I needed to do was to draw it out, because I knew that price was going to come back in it. Price was going to trade back into it before going higher. Having in mind all the confluences, all the factors in mind earlier. Do we understand? So this is 1 hour. Let's check 15 minutes to still see if there will be something that would have helped us take the trade better. Also, we would in fact say that this is the 1 hour inversion fair value gap already formed, and you will see that if this price was supposed to continuously go down, it should have reacted from this fair value gap. this 15 minutes fair value gap. It should have reacted from it and then continue lower. But because it was going to reverse for a short term, it invalidated the fair value gap. This 15 minutes fair value gap. It invalidated it. And having done that higher, it invalidated it up to this point, close beyond it. As it has said, if a fair value gap was supposed to keep a price, it was not supposed to get up to this point. So it got there, and then what did you see? Price went higher above it, close beyond it, and then retraced into it. Give price support higher. Very simple stuff. Let me take this one off. So what did you see here? Price retracing into the 15 minutes time frame fair value gap. It also retraced into the 1 hour fair value gap before taking off massively. Can we see? So these are ways we could frame a short term buy, short time sell just within a day, especially on a Monday like this. So could just frame the setup, take the trade, and you are good to go. This is a 3 minutes, this is a 5 minutes chart. So you could just take your trade around the 15 minutes inversion fair value gap and then see what price could do, driving it higher. So for a beginner, these things may not be easily seen, but as you go on to train your mind, train your eyes to see it, you'll see the beauty of these things that I'm showing to us, that ICT have mentioned over and over again. So let me just make a little illustration. It's just like an addition to break of market structure and stuff like that. You know, let's say we have something like a part tool here. Price came here like this, and then let's say there was a fair value gap here, and then you see price so formally would have, let's say there was a fair value gap here, starting from here to this place. Let's say the fair value gap was here. So it is a simple illustration. Price entered into a probably higher time frame fair value gap and invalidated this nearest fair value gap. What you should expect is that price would, after price had invalidated it, it will come back inside and then cause price to go higher from there. Just a simple illustration that will give you a feel of what price does, and you know, it makes a whole lot of sense seeing it this way. So I hope this has actually given you some kind of value. So hopefully you gain a value from here. You can watch the video over and over again just to understand it and begin to shape in your expectation of price. So it's a great day. See you in my next video. Bye for now.